the claims we make, for all the big talk, for all the clout we claim, and for all the great equations we claim to have with the Russian government and with Vladimir Putin, we could not save the life of 32-year-old Binil Babu, who died being forced to fight for the Russians against Ukraine. Binil was trapped into fighting for Russia by Russian mercenary armies. He was fooled and trapped. He did not want to fight. He was never a fighter. He was just looking for some work in Poland, and then he was surreptitiously forced into the battlefield. What is the Ministry of External Affairs doing in our country? The Ministry of External Affairs, which claims always that it has got everything right, it does everything right, that it can never be wrong, that it has worked out things beautifully with the Russians, to bring people trapped in the war zone with the Russians back, and we're always told the MEA has done it perfectly well. There's no better foreign ministry in the world. But when Binil Babu kept pleading with the Indian embassy, where was the MEA? Where were the diplomats? When he kept pleading, when his family kept pleading with the Ministry of External Affairs, the Ministry of External Affairs seems to have done absolutely nothing effectively. An official in the Russian embassy in Russia, in Moscow, informed Binil on the phone that his contract had expired, which means the Indian embassy knew everything, the MEA knew everything. They knew his situation, they could have escalated the matter, they could have done much more. But Binil only got a bureaucratic response, and the Indian government did evidently very little to save his life. Why, ladies and gentlemen, why? Was the life of Binil Babu, a 32-year-old Malayali man, not important enough for the government of India? And why is the MEA quiet today? Did the Indian government, so busy with the great power games and building global clout and global equations, not have enough time to put as much effort as was required to save 32-year-old Binil Babu's life? Or does the life of an Indian citizen not matter? Is an Indian citizen's life expendable, ladies and gentlemen? Isn't it important for the External Affairs Minister to speak on cases like Binil Babu's, escalate it with Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov and to Putin himself, embarrass the Russian government, that on the one side you want a great equation with India, you want our support, you want our money, you want our help, but you couldn't care less that an Indian dies fighting a battle for the Russians that he does not want to fight, that he did not want to fight, that he was pulled into and trapped into. The straight question tonight is this: did the Ministry of External Affairs of the Indian government respond with the kind of urgency that such cases require? Yes, urgency, ladies and gentlemen. With the same kind of urgency as we go to Dubai and have strategic dialogues with the Taliban may be important, but how is the life of Binil Babu less important? My view is clear. We are unfortunately sometimes so busy with the big global picture, big talk, big diplomacy, gee this, gee that, that we forget that diplomacy must also matter for the citizen. And in this case, our government's diplomacy has failed. Binil Babu's death is a result of that unforgivable diplomatic failure. The MEA must answer more than it is right now. Right now, the MEA only gave us today perfunctory noises about bringing his body back. What I'm asking them tonight is, when they knew that he was pleading, can the government say it could do absolutely nothing? Does the Ministry of External Affairs believe, truly believe, that the death of Binil Babu was unavoidable, ladies and gentlemen? This is a shame.